everyone, my name's Elise, welcome back to another video. Today I got something different for you guys. So, if you've ever checked out my Twitch stream, you guys know the main thing I do is remote dueling. And one thing I've never been able to do is put, like, quote-unquote feature matches or just replays of games I've played on stream onto YouTube, because it's always been that my opponent's camera view has always been a little bit laggy just because, like, my old computer couldn't handle Discord showing it and then streaming it into Streamlabs, and just like the whole process just always made my opponent laggy, so it was unwatchable for like a YouTube replay. But I just upgraded my computer, so now it 100% looks normal and fine, so it's doable to use it as a YouTube video now. So I figured we could just do commentary over the matches and see where it takes us. So this first one I'm gonna do is against another streamer. His name is Logan JYA. We just played a match right before this, actually. Like, this match. First match I 2-0'd him, so that wasn't as good for, you know, a nice little commentated replay match for you guys, but we'll at least give you this. But this match here is, I'm playing Prank Kids, he's playing Drytron, which, like, when I saw when he was playing Drytron, I was actually really excited to see his deck, just because I really like Drytron a lot. And yeah, and I was doing a really fun thing on my Twitch chat that day where I was just doing viewer duels, and then I would have my chat randomly pick a deck for me to play. They picked Prank Kids for me to play like twice in a row, and it was just funny. But it was like between this, Orcus Eldlik, Dragon Link, and Shit All Invoked. So yeah, this is the deck we played in this match. I think this is actually the first ever match I played with Prank Kids, just because even though I always, like, preached the deck and wanted to play the deck, I never actually owned Prank Kids places, and whenever I could have gotten access to them, it just never felt right to play, so I just never did. So it's just what it is. So he goes pot for 3. I have an Ash in hand as my only hand trap, and honestly, when they go pot for 3, I'm assuming that, like, I'll be fine, but so I didn't drop it just because that's what I'd normally do if I see a pot for 3. And then he gets a Zeta, and then he had Zeta Ben 10. I was about to Ash the Zeta before he even showed Ben 10, and then he showed Ben 10. I'm like, okay, new game plan. I don't have a game plan. So this is like kind of low. Well, we're doing this all on the fly. This is how it is in an Elise video. Everything's on the fly. We don't do shit. But I do Ash the Ben 10 because I figure if he has nothing else, then, like, just him having Meteonis is fine. I'm gonna have to hope that the Ben 10 was beneficial, or, like, you know, way too important, which I believe it ends up being not that important. Because I think he has a Preparation of Rites in this hand. Yeah, because I know he combos off hard here, but my hand isn't too impressive. I believe it's 2 Ice Dragon Prisons, Prank Kids Place, and Pandemonium. And then I think I drew into, like, I don't know, something not useful. That's all I know. Oh yeah, I think I drew Nib for turn, which is really bad. But yeah, he has, so he brings back the Ben 10 with the prep, or I mean, he brings back Ben 10 with the Meteonis, and then he preps for full. Which is going to get him something potentially important. So we'll see where that gets him. I know, like, every time we played, he always kept complaining about not having Drytron names. Actually, he changed up his play just because, he realized that, like, this is a fun match. It's not like it was tournament or anything, so I let him take back the play. He realized it was better off for him to get the full here and just not get the plus off of prep, adding back the ritual spell. So that's what he decides to do, which it definitely is correct. Because he would have just been stuck there since he had no other Drytron name. So he's just going to add the full and then go... Oh yeah, I forgot. Here I was like... He's talking about how he was drinking wine, and, like, if you couldn't tell, I kind of have a little bit of a cold right now. Not ideal, but he peer pressured me into also drinking, so we took the time to take shots right now, and I'm like, alright, I guess I'm taking a shot. I don't know. I get very peer pressured when I'm on stream, it's very easy to peer pressure me into drinking. All you have to do is just to say, streamer woman, you should take a shot. So I took the time to take a shot. I probably should have just sped through this because I'm recording this in a really weird way where I'm just just cropped out the Twitch VOD just because that was like the best way to do this and also get the face cam in it. So yeah, shots. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? It's okay. This is a test run. I'm mainly just doing this specific video as a test run to see if you guys like this style or not, and you know, it'll probably be more refined in the future because mainly be tournament replays. So, but he's just gonna Meteonis for full, and then he's gonna full add back the Ben 10, and then use full effects, treating Ben 10, getting himself the Ophiel, 1 Ophiel, 2 Ben 10, which will let him go and get a Manju, and then another full is what he gets here. So that Manju is gonna get him, I don't remember what he gets off of this immediately, but like I'm really hoping he tries to do some other weird play instead of Dwellering. I think I potentially have a way to play around Bethor. I actually don't think I have like any way to, but he gets a Idaten right here. I don't honestly remember what this card does. I know it's good. I just don't remember what it fucking does, but that's okay. But he's just gonna end up being smart. He's like thinking, do I want to be greedy or do I want to like do something safe? And he's just like, you know what? We'll just be safe. Let's not go greedy. He almost went with the greedy play. He's like this close, but then he was like, nah. Also, I cut out the original audio in favor of music. I don't know if you guys would rather I keep in the original audio or if I just upload these videos raw. Depends on reaction from this, but yeah, he's just thinking for a second. So his best play is just go Dweller Pass because he has really easy access into Bethoring me with like Idaten, and then he can also just tribute the full, and he can just tribute like the double full, but he eventually just realizes going Dweller Pass is the best play. I think he was using the knowledge of me playing Prank Kids in this game 1. I mean, I don't blame him. You do you, boo-boo. So, yeah, he just goes Dweller. There's literally no reason for me to summon a Prank Kid. I have the place, which lets me add Lampsies. I think this might have been the hand where I did have an extra Prank Kid name in hand, but it wasn't really worth doing it right now. No, this hand, yeah, next turn I drew a Prank Kid name. So I figure it's a fun game, I might as well last it out. Like, normally if I'm playing this, I would have scooped here now, knowing I have no way to break this board. He has too much advantage. I would have just scooped, but yeah, so end of main phase, he does go Bethor using double full, and that's going to get him the Bethor, popping my 2 cards, and I only set 1 IDP because there's literally no point in case he was going to do this exact play. So now I get to at least set that Ice Dragon Prison and hope that it's going to be relevant on a later turn, and by later turn I mean next turn, so I don't, you know, die, because I literally have to find a way to survive 2 turns because Dweller's on board. However, because he only has 1 Drytron name, it's really difficult for him to figure out a way to, like, kill me, which I'm okay with. I'm perfectly honest. I'll be okay with that. So, he is going to end up just using the Zeta right here, and he does play the Dawn of the Herald, which, like, I was so confused when he started doing this. I'm like, what are you searching for? Then he shows Dawn, and I'm like, oh, you're going that route, I suppose, my dude. I mean, if it works, it works, you know? But he is just gonna end up doing that. I don't think he has, like, many other plays except for Abak Meteonis make Link Karibo. At least that's what, like, he's trying to go the less greedy route, it looks like. Which I don't blame him for. That's all on him, you know? But, yeah, he's just debating right here. We have a lot of think moments. Oh, he is gonna Meteonis. But, or no. I think he takes it back. I think he decides he doesn't want to do it because there's no, like, insane value he gets off of it, and it's just better off that he doesn't do it. Or maybe he just gets full. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna go for the full. There's really no point to unless he plays like multiple Bethor, I guess, but we'll see. I have a really bad memory, so even if I watched this match beforehand, I still wouldn't remember a fucking thing that happened. Cause I have that kind of memory. Like, what's like hamster memory? Is that the best way to go say it? I don't remember. I think he's debating if it's even worth to summon the full, which he does end up doing, which lets him get back the Ben 10 for next turn to attempt to do something. Or no, that's not what he's doing. He's adding back... He's being really indecisive. It's okay though. I forgive. It just fun game. It no big deal. Plus we're drinking. Yeah, he does add back the Ophiel. I don't really know what the Ophiel is gonna do for him, but like, he's just gonna put his Bethor into attack mode and just poke me for a bit, which is fine. I don't really care. I'm not dead, and the thing is, I don't have a main deck out to Dweller, so I kind of just have to like, well, I had Nib in my hand right now. I do remember that much. So the Nib can potentially carry me if he like does go off, but he's not going off, so doesn't fucking do shit for me. So yeah, my hand right now is the Lampsies, Nib, and Pandemonium. But yeah, he does just go for the attacks. Owie, which is fine. Draw for turn. Draw into a prank kid name. I don't remember which one off the top. Oh wait, no, it was Roxy's. It was definitely Roxy's. So he Dwellers again, and oh no, I drew another place which lets me get Roxy's. Okay. Same difference, right? Or I got Dropsies. They're all prank kid names. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, here I had the Pandemonium, like I said, so I'm eventually just gonna add that to hand, and then just set the Pandemonium and pass, because I was kind of debating if it was worth just doing now, but it really wasn't, so I was just like, yeah, I'll just set the Pandemonium and pass, and we'll try and use the Nib and hope it matters. He draws Fafnir, so like, he literally has a nut. I'm fully expecting to lose this game, but I might as well just make sure he can kill me, especially when I have Nib and like potential ways to stay in the game with like barely, but we can hope, can't we? No? Okay. But he does add the Nova, which lets him finally get another Drytron name that he's been like crying about the entire time we were playing, which is fine. I understand. I genuinely cannot wait for Drytron to get like their new just all their new support, you know, including Diviner and everything. I miss Drytron a lot, so I'm definitely excited for Drytron support. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited. So he's just gonna Nova. I believe he's just gonna get Gamma because that's let him get just the most advantage overall, just from any other option he could use. I was thinking he was gonna potentially do something else, but he definitely, you know, didn't play like shit, so he summoned Gamma, which is correct. Imagine making correct plays in Yu-Gi-Oh! But here he's debating what he wants to do. So I guess if he wanted to maximize on card advantage, he would have made Linkuriboh first, but he decided to go straight into Phoenix. Phoenix effect targeting one of my back row. He luckily does target my IDP, so I actually have a use for it, which the IDP is literally just going to be used to banish his Bethor, which, I mean, it's one less body on board, and then he becomes more encouraged to overextend into my Nib, which is fine. So yeah, IDP for the full, and they both get banished, and I'm like, sick. I don't lose right away. So that's pretty cool. Imagine losing right away. I should have been out of this game a long time ago. I know when to scoop. Apparently I don't right now, but normally I know when to scoop. But yeah, he's just gonna summon the Gamma right there, attributing the Ophiel he added back. I think he only has like 3 cards left in hand. 2 or 3 cards. So at this point I can't nib him. I'm still waiting for him to do something else. Cause wait, hold on. So Gamma is 1, Phoenix was 2, this is 3, 4. Oh yes, I can't nib yet. And then he does go for Medionis. He adds it back and then he tributes with Medionis, and I'm like, yeah, it's fine. And he's gonna bring back, I believe, Full again. Or, you know, the other copy of Full that he has engraved. Cause yeah, so I was reading Full, cause I want to make sure the text of it, and Full says, you target one monster in your grave, make its level that, then add it to hand, which is what I want to confirm on the card text, because if it was, with that card text, it means if I nib here, he doesn't get to add back the Ben 10, which is actually, like, kind of important, because then he just overall's way too low on advantage, and, yeah, I knew the Idaten in hand. He had 2 unknowns, but this is the best point to do it, because he's already used the Gamma, he can potentially use the Zeta, but I am going to be able to build up enough of a board with the nib to, and then, like, the Weather Washer to make it so I don't die. So, the best course of action here, well, first of all, I'm confirming that the card does do what it does. I mean, just reading it over, and I believe I confirmed it does work like that, and I am going to attempt to nib him right here. I think I'm thinking about it for just a second, just to make sure I'm doing the potentially right play. So, I drop the nib, but he unfortunately does have the Herald. Also, I saw a little bit of lag there. It was more like drop frames than anything else. That's fine. Could be a lot worse. But he does add back the 2, and yeah, that's, or not the 2, just adds back the Ben 10. But he gets to negate my nib, so he can definitely just access code, like, wreak havoc on my board, and I literally just need a top deck of Prank Kid, and I think I win at that point, depending on what, like, his last card in hand is, which I know he's not going to use the, probably not use the Unicorn for anything. I don't know what his last card in hand is, besides the Ben 10, but his play is really simple. So I thought he was going to immediately just go, so you'll see in a second, his hand motions were dictating he might just go straight into, access code. I was really hoping he would go Unicorn effect to shuffle back my last card set, but I think he eventually realized there's no point to do that because he can just pop it with access code, I imagine. So then, yeah, he's still kind of debating it. I'm low-key hoping that he does just do those, because he hasn't link summoned otherwise, but I also wanted him to waste a card in hand, which actually would have made me feel better. So I was okay with either or, but he just goes straight into Unicorn, but he decides to not use effect, like I said, and then just uses the Full and the Unicorn to make the access code. So that's annoying. And then on resolution of the access code summon, I'm just going to use the Pandemonium to summon Weather Washer, and then Weather Washer bring back my 2 Prank Kids. That way I can just wall up and I literally cannot die that turn. Because otherwise I would die if I only just did the Pandemonium. Because I just need the bodies. So we Pandemonium. And yeah, I just have to use my last 2 cards. And literally just rely on top decking a Prank Kid. But then again, in hindsight, this does not let me top deck a Prank Kid. I mean, I had to choose between, you know, living and dying. So I think I just had to do this. However, I did forget my monsters gain 500 attack. Woohoo. I'm just kidding. I do at least get to, you know, get boosted by the dropsies, so that's something. I still would die, I think, because I was pretty low on life. Well, not that low, but like enough to where I need everything I can get. So yeah, then I wash her back the 2 guys in grave. I just summon Roxy's and Fansies. I just wanted variety just in case he leaves something, then like I at least have something. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Because he's clearing my entire Prank Kid board. But, you know, I was hoping he would be dumb and like pop the Fansies and the Roxys and then just attack into the other 2, but he does know that Weather Washer prevents me from being destroyed by battle. So, whoop. It's fine though. So yeah, he pops those to pop my Dropsies and Lampsies, and then just attacks into the other 2 eventually. I don't think he does anything else. Oh, he does Ben 10 back for the Zeta, but he's still not building up any more of a board than he already had. He can get a Herald. I still don't know what his last card in hand is, but from what he was saying, he sounded like he did not have anything else. So I do just get to hope to top deck, which I'm going to give you guys some spoilers. I didn't. So, yeah. Oh wait, I just realized I'm on a VOD, so I can like click this. I can just like skip around. Oh, yeah, so there's him adding the Herald, but he very much so telegraphs that he has no way to utilize it properly. Yeah. He's just gonna attack over my guys, does nothing with the Zeta. He just leaves on board, and I top deck nothing! So we're gonna go into the next game. Yeah, it was... I'm trying to remember what I top decked. It was something useless. I think it was a trap card, maybe. Because, yeah, it was game 1, so I had trap cards in my deck. Yeah. But we're going to game 2. It's basic siding, I don't know. I can just skip over the siding. It's really not important. I think we just talk way too long anyways. Alright. So, I get to go first in this game, which means I get to potentially win. Like, I actually play. I start off with Desires. Ooh, look at my almost perfect Desires. I think this one was 9. Yeah, almost perfect. It's always so random if I get it right or not, but I'm either like 1 or 2 off, so usually, which is fine. I'm never at like 8 or 13 though, so that's fine by me. But I have another Prank Kid name in hand, but I think I already have Pandemonium. I think I have Pranks and Pandemonium, so my hand is kind of stacked to like deal with if he has any interruptions, but he very much so does not. So I get to go very unhinged. So again, full disclaimer, I really don't know what I'm doing with this deck and like what proper sequencing is to also play around hand traps effectively and have the most effective board I can. So I'm just kind of doing shit and see where it goes. Gonna summon Lampsies. I added off a place. I had a Roxy's in hand, I believe, or it was a... It's either Roxy's or Fansies. I genuinely don't remember which one it was. I summoned Dropsies. I believe I might have banished 2 Dropsies, and that was like my last one now. So, yeah, that's a thing that exists. But, just going to Doodle. Doodle's gonna add me... I forget what. I genuinely forget what. Oh, I had another Pandemonium if I didn't already have it. My hand's really nice though, like, I actually should not be losing this game. Just because I have so many ways to, like, mitigate any of his potential board presence, so we're just counting on that. By some of the Fansies, and I believe I debate about just Pandemoniuming right here. Yeah, I think I already had Pranks in hand, which is really nice. Yeah, I think I eventually just decide to, just activate Pandemonium now. Because I'm doing it kind of like what the old standardized 1-card combo was. So yeah, summon Rocket Rider. Fansies will let me get, I believe a Roxy's if I still have one in deck. I'm just gonna send like Place just because I needed something random to send. Because I can just shovel it back with the continuous spell Pranks. So that is kind of the game plan right here. And do so on Roxy's just because using my names to their full effectiveness, blah blah blah. And yeah, this is, I believe, the game where I banish 2 of my Dropsies. So I need to make sure I have access to Dropsies at the end of this. So I just summon back Fansies and then use Doodles to add back the Dropsies and the Pandemonium, and then I'm gonna use those 2 to make the Bow Wow Bark. And Roxy's will summon Lampsies from my deck. Yeah, I'm just shuffling because I have to, draw a card. I usually try and be good about that. I think I fucked up, next game and forgot to do that, but it is what it is. I mean, my deck's already pretty randomized anyway, so it doesn't matter, but it's whatever. And I'm debating about what to banish. I believe I just banished another Roxy's. Yeah, because, Roxy's is one of those cards that it's whatever. You kind of just play it because it exists, but it's not fully necessary. So yeah, I'm just confirming that I did everything properly, and I just summon the Lampsies right here, and then next turn I can just Bow Wow Bark, add back the Fansies and something else, doesn't really matter. I activate the Pranks, and I just set 1 and set 2 and 3. So yeah, I have a lot to use against him, so I'm sitting okay. I get to Pranks back a few cards. Put back a Lampseed since I already have on board. Then that, the Rocket Rider, and then I think I was debating about if I wanted to keep I wanted to keep Doodle engraved because I know it's really good with a Washer. And so I put back the field spell just because I realized in that instance, oh, you can actually put back those cards. That's pretty cool. So that's what I end up doing. And then we just pass. He does something that I forgot, but I generally don't remember what my trap cards are, but I know they're good. He starts off with the Cyber Emergency. I think he's just gonna get Zeta right here. I do have an Ash in hand. I do remember that because he does attempt to activate Zeta. I just Ash it, I believe. So we can just skip. Oh, I missed it. Yep, it was Zeta. Maybe a skip function isn't the best thing for me. But he does go Zeta, tributing the Bethor, and that's just a telltale sign. This is just the best thing to Ash right here. We'll just go full bully mode. Why not? So yeah, I just end up Ashing that, which really limits his plays, and he just has to set 1 pass, and at this point I can go extra bully mode, go into main phase, use the Pandemonium to make a Weather Washer. I don't need to make anything else because Weather Washer just kind of clean. So, wait, Washer, clean, haha, I just realized my funny joke. You guys can click off the video if you want. I wouldn't be surprised if everyone didn't click off already. But we get to summon out a couple prank kids, because we got to do that, and then I can Washer, bring back. Well, I'm gonna, I believe, Bow Wow Bark, add stuff back first. Let's see how smart I am. Oh no, I Weather Washer, bring stuff back instead of barking first. But oh, I think I remember why I wanted to do. Actually, I don't remember specifically why I wanted to do it like this. Also, I put them in the wrong placements. Wait, did I just not tribute the Bow Wow? Oh yeah, I didn't care about the Bow Wow, I guess. I don't know. So here, yeah, there's no reason I guess Bow Wow. So I decided to go immediately into Phoenix and just bait out his back row, because I know after that I can just kill him, because I can go into access code right after. I can Phoenix, discard a Phantasm. Ooh, I had a Phantasmate too. I was fucking cold at Yu-Gi-Oh! But he told me his set was Droplet, so, and he literally had nothing else, and he had to bank on me misplaying to try and go for game, and him just Dropletting, but yeah, Phoenix popped, so nothing happened. But we get to go into the all-important game number 3. So yeah, hopefully this time I, you know, draw more than just an Ash. That'd be ideal. Alright, so, yeah, he gets to start this game. I believe he did not start that well. Oh yeah, so he's literally been drawing Dawn of the Herald every time he goes first, and I'm just like, oh, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. But I'ma still beat your dumbass. I'm just kidding, don't hurt me. But he's able to start with Fafnir, getting Nova. And Nova gets him, I think this is the one random game where he starts with more than one Drytron name. But maybe it isn't. I guess we'll find out. I think he's in a really weird spot though, no matter what he does, so I'm not complaining. But I think he's definitely thinking about going Zeta. Yeah, actually, I think this was a 1 Drytron hand. And unfortunately, I did not draw Droll again. I wonder what drawing Droll is like. I don't know what that is. Couldn't be me. Except for the fact in our first match, I literally had Droll every single time, and it was fucking hilarious. And then in this match, I don't draw Droll a single time when I main deck it. It do be what it be. But he does end up going for the Zeta. Yeah, that's what he ends up deciding to do, I believe. He still think. The biggest think of all time. Because, yeah, he keeps having these awkward hands. This is the one thing that, like, Drytron just excels in right now. Is just, since you have, like, you don't have as good of ways to, like, be able to do your plays always consistently and whatnot. Yeah, he's gonna make Link Kuriboh. Oh, wait, no. He's gonna go for Alpha instead. Because he realized he needed to do that. I think I don't even think I have to interrupt him right here. I think he just, like, literally goes... Yeah, he goes Alpha Tribute Bethor and gets Ben 10. Or I think he's thinking about getting Ben 10, but doesn't know if it's ideal yet or not. Yeah, he does get Ben 10, but he passes on this, actually. So, I draw for turn. I have, like, a lot of Prankin names in hand. Like, I think I had, like... Well, it depends on if I start with Desires here. If I start with Desires here, that's how I get more Prankin names. No. Oh, yeah, but I did have a lot of Prankin names in hand. Because, I go normal summon the Roxy's. But I didn't have Pandemonium, which is unfortunate. I go Roxy's effect, and he has the Herald. Yikes. But I have Pankratops, so, like, so I can clear his entire board. Which, I mean, it doesn't really do much, but it's better than nothing, honestly. Because he's gonna have a way to, like... Because if I just leave him stuff on board, he's just gonna, like, climb, and it's just gonna be annoying, and, like... Why would I let him do that? But yeah. I'm gonna skip this, because, like... He was trying to do, like, the Link Kuriboh tribute thing, but it literally just didn't make a difference, and I couldn't remember. Whatever. I just passed on this. I didn't really have that much. I might have had, like, a hand trap, but... Oh, I did set 2. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I'm good at Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Never let me tell you that I'm good at Yu-Gi-Oh! But he does have a Pot of Prosperity, at the very least. So, he may be able to dig for something relevant, but... It may not matter. It may not matter. But he does it for 3 again, so it's a really low impact one as usual, but then again, Drytron is one of those decks that can get away with, like, just doing a pot for 3. So it's not that big of a deal. I do know one of his cards in hand is Ben 10, and I think I was debating if I wanted to do something, but I decided not to. Maybe I didn't have anything, but he does reveal 2 good cards and an alpha. Yikes. And I believe he decides to go with a prep. However, the called by would have let him play through the Pankratops. I didn't have a hand trap for him, I believe. So it didn't really matter, but, like, the Pank is gonna actually be like kind of good in a minute, but he does decide to go for prep just because he feels like that's the best play to do right now. He's just gonna go Alpha, attributing Ben 10, which will let him be able to search for Manju. Manju get him Ritual Spell, which is, I believe, is what's about to happen. So that's pretty good. I do not remember what I have set, though. It is a mystery to me. But he's just gonna... I think I have a Dark Ruler in hand, though. Which would be nice if, you know, he went off. But he's gonna get full and then add Manju. And Manju will most likely get him Meteonis. Because he need that to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But I have a big pinky boy. So, like, the prep didn't even really do anything yet. And the callback would have been a little bit better, but, like, it's easy to go for consistency cards over power cards, not thinking about it fully. Which I don't blame him for. But yeah, he's just gonna end up, eventually, activating Meteonis, and I just chained Pankratops, targeting the, whatchamacallit, I know what that Yu-Gi-Oh card is called, but apparently I'm just too stupid to know what it's called. Targeting the Alpha, and he's just going to chain Link Kuriboh so he has a body on board still, and that's perfectly fine. I don't really care about him having the bodies on board, because they have to actually, like, you know, present a threat, which they don't. Because, yeah, he has no way of, like, ritual summoning right now. Otherwise, he would have, like, done it. But he'll be able to prep for whatever. I don't think it really matters, though. I can't remember if it's... Because he scoops pretty soon here. Because he's just like, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I think he plays that at least his turn. But he gets Iditen, and then adds back Meteonis, which, I mean, free pluses are always nice. Gotta love when you get a full value prep. But I do believe he does just attack, and pass turn. Because if he had another Drytron name, like I said, he would have done it already. So yeah, he's just gonna go for the damage. Right? Yeah. He just goes for damage. Which is perfectly understandable. And there's like no XYZ that's really worth for him to go into right now, so he ends up not doing anything and just passing. I still don't remember what my back row is. I'm 90% sure it would not be IDP, and I also don't think I was keeping in... There could be only one, but maybe I was. I don't think I was. Maybe I was. But I have an insane card, which is Instant Fusion, which, like, if he just tried to go off more last turn, I would have done it. Or not if he tried to go off. If I was able to get to, like, a later point to where, like, the Instant Fusion was actually doing something. But yeah, I was going to fully go off at that point, and just make full board, but he just decided to scoop because he felt like I was going to not be able to play, and he's drawing Alpha for turn, so it literally would have not made a difference. I would have just been able to control him at that point. Oh, I had a Pandemonium and a, there could be only one set. I also had Nib in hand, so yeah. It was, not looking great for him, but, you know, it do be what it be. Yeah, I think no matter what, I was going to win that game. Yeah, just not seeing enough Drytron names for him just hurts too much, but that'll be fixed soon. But anyways, that is the mate for this one, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. You know, let me know what you guys like about this, don't like about this, and we can always improve it for the future, see what we can do going forward. I might just try and rip the match and, you know, figure out a way to just speed it up and, you know, make it a little bit quicker so it's not a super long video. But I thought for the first time, we'll just do a trial run like this and see how it goes. Oh, I should stop this. But, you know, just do this trial run and see how it happens. And if you guys also want me to put back in the original audio, or if you guys want me to upload a video with no commentary and just the live replay, I can do that too. There's a lot of stuff we can do now, so we're going to be trying a lot of stuff. So, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, though. As always, make sure to leave a like, comment. If you like what you saw here, make sure you check out the Twitch stream. Link will be down below in the description. We do this live every Monday, Tuesday, Friday. I will sometimes do more viewer duels but we will be playing in tournaments, and you get to see me play decks live, and you can even donate to make me play a deck of your choice. So make sure you do that. Check out the Twitch stream. It's a lot of fun. And then make sure you check out the sponsors. Ophidian Accessories, TGG Gaming. Use code Ophidian5 for 5% off your entire purchase there. And then use code Elysium10 for your entire purchase off at TGG Gaming. And yeah, make sure you check out my Discord server. And everything else down below in the description. Really appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.